we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 135 yards. Big game.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilkins out to his left. He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
The Vikings had 8 and 5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape.
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilkins rolling to his left. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's got room. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start by running the option to the right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Now this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson's going to look to run it. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, connecting with Kohler. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go with Cunningham. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25.
So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now Wilkins. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 30 yards as his guys are able to push